This conference will now be recorded.
Last class, we were talking about wafer. What is a wafer? A class that contains only variables, no methods. We call them as wafer. Whenever you are using a wafer, right, to some other location, right, the whole concept of using such type of data, which is undefined, we call them as abstraction. Everyone can hear me? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
That's good because somebody just said that he can't hear me. Right. Perfect. Now let us log in. Rupam @of117.com. Password CRM1234 hash. Right. Yesterday, I was trying to show an example of finding duplicate. By the way, we completed 3 months. Right. We completed 3 months.
September 1st to
CRM 12345 hash. CRM 12345 hash. I'm changing the password. 3 months over. Don't worry. We are not that late. I told you 3.5 months course. So inka half month undi. Ante half month ante koncham itu potadi. It will become full month. Ante kada. Right? So still we are on time. You cannot say that class is delayed. In the starting only I told you 3.5 month. Half month will go little because of those holidays, everything. Perfect. Now, yesterday I created a class. What was that? File, open, classes. We look for yesterday's date. What was that? Here it is. I say open. I created a class called a student. Inside the class, there are variables. This whole class is now treated as a data type. This whole class has become a data. This class consists of 5 data, 5 variables. Now, right, this whole class is now a single data type. How am I using it? Open, right? Where is that? Here it is. Student dupe comparison. I'm using that whole class as a list of this class. That means multiple instance of this class. 1, 2, 3, 4. In every instance, I will store single student information. Right? And that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm creating a single instance called ST1. I'm storing Ravi. I'm creating ST2, storing Satya. Creating ST3, storing Shreya. Creating ST4, right? Monica. And then all those single instance, I'm adding to a multiple instance called list. List can hold more than one data. There I'm adding. And finally, because I have taken a non-void, I'm returning this. Return. That means the data will be stored here now at a top level. Right? Similarly, I did the same task for Andhra student also. There also I created a single instance of the class. Right? Add one student. Like this, 4 instances I've created. All those 4 I have added to my list. By end of this 2 method, I will get 2 lists. Right? Everyone is clear? Perfect. Now what you can do? Your data is here. This AUSL, OUSL will come only when this 2 method will run. Ee rendu method run avutane, that list will be created. Otherwise, the list is not created. So the first thing is that run the 2 methods. As soon as you run 2 methods, this 2 list will be populated. Now our work is to compare the list for a duplicate. ఇప్పుడు ఈ రెండు లిస్ట్ లో మన డేటా ఉంది. In this two list our data is there, right? Once I run this, it will create the OUSL. When I run the AU list, AU student, it will create a list called as, right, AUSL, OUSL, AUSL. Now my data is populated. Now I have to find a duplicate. For that, what I can do? I can go ahead for what? For, if you remember, we used to say account is to list. I am taking Usmania student. But here it's not account. Here it is, what is that? Class. Ardhamautunda? For each class, and it is each Usmania student, EOS. From the Usmania student list, I am picking one by one data. Control S. Wait, let us see whether we get an error or not. No error at all. Now you picked up one student from this OU list. Similarly, you have to pick up data from those Andhra also. So again inside this, I will write for, right? Again, it is the same. I will say each AU A student, each Andhra student. From where? From this Andhra student list. From this Andhra student list, you picked up one data from Usmania, you picked up one data from Andhra. Now we will compare. If, right, EOS dot, what is that? We have EOS dot name. If name is equal to EAS dot name and EOS dot phone or email. We are matching phone, right? Phone is equal to EAS dot phone. Name same. Usmania name is same as Andhra name. Usmania phone number, Usmania student phone number is same as Andhra student phone number. Then I will say system dot debug. System dot debug. What is that? Duplicate found. Duplicate found. Duplicate found. Right? Duplicate found. Name. Duplicate found. Name plus. You can take from anywhere because the name is same. So I'll say EOS dot name. Name is this. Plus. Right? Usmania roll number is plus. What is that? EOS dot roll number. And plus మర్చిపోయాను ఇక్కడ. And ANDHRA Andhra roll number is whatever the data I want, I can capture, right? EAS dot roll number. Show me both the roll numbers in the comment. Now you see. Control S on the keyboard. Over. Finally, if I run this method, what will happen? I will get a duplicate found. Right? Now I go ahead and run debug. Remove it. Class name duplicate check is equals to new class name. Class name equals to new class name. DC dot method name compare duplicate. I say execute. Now go ahead and check you will be able to find one student duplicate. System will point one duplicate. Debug. See, duplicate found. Shriya, Usmania roll number 1003, Andhra roll number 2001. See, between two, there is one duplicate. Ardhamautunda, what I did, I created a wafer. There is no such table called student table, but still I'm storing the student data. Where in a class, I'm treating this whole class as a data type. This is called OOPS. Whichever programming language has OOPS, that programming language only will support this. Whole class is now treated as what? A data type. This is a data type. See, from the class is two. It is not a data type. It's not a string, integer, account. No, here it's a class name. The whole class itself is now become a data. This concept is called as, right, OOPS abstractions. You are abstracting certain main things from the class. From here, I'm extracting the data and I'm creating a new object with it. Able to understand? Yes or no, everyone? A very simple example here.
Yes,
Clear?
sir.
Anybody has any confusion? Anybody has any confusion? Right? Can we make it a little bit more complex? Right? Can I create a wafer of a wafer? Rupam, what does that mean? Right? Each student, listen, each student will have parents. Parents I'm storing where? In contacts. Each student will have two parents, more than one. Then what it will become? More than one is list. Ardhamautunda, anything more than one is list. Now, this is the student data. I want their parent data also to be captured. Then what will I do? Right? Let's assume that the parent data is stored in contact. Then I will say public list of contact parents. Now how will it look, you know? Let me show you this. ఇది ఎలా కనపడుతుంది చూద్దాం. How this data actually will look, because you have just created it but you are not able to visualize it. ఇది అసలు ఎలా కనపడుతుంది? Let me show you. Right? Every student will have one, maximum two parents, sometimes three as a local guardian, sometimes three as a local guardian. Right? Let me explain you. ఇది ఎలా కనపడుతుంది చూస్తుండండి. This is what we did yesterday. Now I'm taking this down here. Usmania student. Now here, first name, last name, phone, email. In contact, there are so many fields. This whole is a contact now. This is contacts. Right? For example, name, right? Ram Kumar Sharma. Phone number 98888. Email ramkumar@ramkumar.com. Right? Renuka Kumari. Phone number 78888. Renuka@renukakumari.com. Next, Harshal Mehta. phone number 9999, no email address. Now it will look like this. Ravi, one record. Ravi is one student. Ravi will be linked to two parents. Illustration, shapes, arrow. It will look like this. Wait. Outline like this. Ravi will be linked to two records. Ravi will be linked to two records. Like this. One record will be linked to two records. Next, Harshal will be linked to Satya. Satya father is Harshal Mehta. Next, right? Next, MONOJ Manoj, REDDY. SWATHI, Swati, REDDY. Right? Monica or Shriya's, this is Shriya's record. Shriya's father Manoj, Shriya's mother Swati, right? Ravi Reddy. Shriya can have three. Local guardian as Ravi. Local guardian as Ravi. One record can have multiple records in contact. Whereas student table is a wafer. It is an abstract, from an extract to an object. అర్థమవుతుంది ఎప్పుడు? Similarly, here also the same story will start. Right? So you can do anything. Again, Ram can be linked to opportunities. Ram want to buy two phones, then there be two opportunities. Like this, you can create a combination of, right, multiple data type and you can make a new. Now, actually, this whole is one data. Student plus parent is equals to one data. Ante, this both are not too different. Virtually it is contact, but it is now became one data. Insert. This whole is one data called student. ఈ మొత్తం కలిసి ఒక డేటా అయిపోతుంది. This whole is one data. This whole is one data. OU student plus contact in roll number, name, email, phone, group, and then contact. Inside the contact, again you have all these fields. Inside the contact, there are 100 fields: first name, last name, phone number, fax, email, billing, mailing city, mailing country, mailing zip code. When you click on new contact, you have a list of fields available. All those will be inside the contact. That means here every student will have not one contact, list of contact. Every student, each student will have roll number 101, Ravi, email ravi@ravi.com, phone number 111, group by PC, list of contact called parents. Here I'll have three people: father, mother, local guardian. Again, inside this, father complete details: phone, fax, email, billing city, mailing city, right? Last name, first name, assistant phone number, whatever is there. Similarly, mother also will have the same thing. This is the use of wafer. You can see that how beautifully with the OOPS concept you can mix an undefined versus defined and make a new data type which nobody knows the name. Right? I am giving a name called as it's a student. But what type of data it is? It's a mix of string plus contact. List of contact. Contact is an S object. List is a collection. Right? String integer is a primitive. Primitive plus S object plus list. One new data is formed. What is the name of the data? We don't know. Right? We call them as abstract data type. Clear now? Yes or no? Right? Shall I give you a homework? Right?
One question, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Here, OA student data will be in the air, right? But the contact data, whenever we run
Will
the
in the database. Yes.
Okay.
Correct. This whole student is nowhere. It's in the runtime. In the runtime, it will go and fetch the data from the contact. In the runtime, in the Akasham, it will create a new data type called student. By picking something from sky, picking remaining from the database, forming a new data in the sky again. Getting it?
Okay, sir.
So
Yeah.
this is, you have to imagine some data, contact data stored in the database. They are not in the sky. They're in the database. Whereas this all student name are in the sky. In the sky, system will create a new data forming both. You want to send it to some table, then you can send it to table, right? After finding the duplicate, I want to store in a table. As simple as that. Insert command. How big difference it is. Go and create an object, right? Here, I'll show you immediately. Not even a 2-minute work. Object, right? Student duplicate. Create custom object. What is that? Student duplicate. STUDENT, student DUPLICAT. I'm creating a student duplicate. Plural name, student duplicates, right? System will create student duplicate name. Let it be yes, perfect, right? Allow search, everything. Allow report, track. Not even 5 minutes, right? Save. You want a wizard? Yes. Inky, pinky, ponky, father has a donkey. Click next. Click next. Which, right? Where do you want to show? I want to show in hotel management, school management, airline management. Click save. In all the 3 apps, one table got created. What is the table name? Student underscore duplicate. Now I will come here. I'll come here. Rather than debug, what I will do? Student duplicate equals to new student duplicate, right? Name is equals to Yanta. Control C. Name is equals to this. Name is equals to this. Control S. SD dot name. Control S. See, right? Now insert SD over INSERT. Insert SD. Insert SD. Semicolon. Insert SD. I can call this class with a Visual Force button. ఎందుకంటే get set ఉంది. I'll just need to write get set here. If I write get set, that's enough. I can call this class. అసలు get set కూడా అవసరం లేదు. I can call this class from anywhere now, right? See, now I will say execute, right? What happened? Maximum length. We are crossing the length. Okay. So duplicate found. We'll reduce it. Right? Anyhow, duplicate table, no? So I'm trying to reduce the length. It shouldn't be more than 80 characters. That is the whole problem. Debug, right? Execute. It is maximum length 80. 80 నుంచి exceed అవుతుంది.
Actually, we
Right?
didn't save it, sir.
That's okay. Usmania OS roll number. I'm reducing the character. OS roll number. NO. Andhra AU roll number. Roll number. It will come, don't worry. OU roll number. Otherwise, I can create a custom field. In custom field, if I create, then what will happen? I can give the number of character 80, 100, 300, 500. Right? I can take rich text. Not rich text. I can take, right? What was the data? Anyhow, fine. Right? I click on execute. Done. Go ahead and check. One student will be created, and in that duplicate will be inserted. Right? Airline management. It didn't even took 2 minutes to capture this student duplicate. See, Shriya, OS roll number this, one duplicate found. It's there ever in the table. Arthamautunda? You can do whatever you want, right? Everything now you know. You want to dump in a database, dump in a database. So simple. Created an object, dump there. You want to dump the roll number, go ahead to the object manager, create a field called roll number, create a field called group, then map here sd dot roll number underscore c equals to roll number, sd dot group equals to, right, eos dot group. Automatically system will map and it will insert the data. Clear now? Yes, everyone. Anybody has any questions? Anybody has any questions? Anybody has any questions? Perfectly found? Fine. Right. Now write a homework. Write a homework. Okay. First listen. What homework I should give you? I'm thinking. Okay, fine. First name, last name, phone, first name, last name, mobile phone or mobile, then industry, then industry rating. Tell me what type of data it is.
Account.
Hmm?
Account.
Account.
Account, there is a first name in the label. Perfect, he's correct. It's a lead data type.
Lead
Right?
data.
Lead. By looking at it, you should be able to understand. In lead, there is a first name, there's a last name, there's a mobile, there's industry, there's a rating. But no, this is lead. Wait. This is account plus contact. ACC, oh, sorry. CONTA, contact plus account. ఇది ఏంటిది? Contact plus account. This data is contact plus account. Yes or no? I want you to find the duplicate. రెండు మధ్యలో duplicate చేయండి. Versus. అర్థమైందా? It's easy to pull lead data. Lead is easy. ఎందుకంటే there is one table. Here you have to add two tables and from a new table. Where the wafer will come? Where the abstraction will come? In this abstraction will come. I want first name should come from contact. Amitabh. Last name BACHAN Bachchan. Mobile number 98888. Industry entertainment. From where the industry is coming? From account table. That means from Amitabh Bachchan you have to see whether he is linked to an account or not. If yes, you will not pick all the data. నాకు అకౌంట్ నుంచి రెండే కావాలి. Rating entertainment, rating hot. That you will compare with. Ante this two is coming from where? Account table. Whereas this is coming from where? Contact table. Contact plus account equals to new data type. Ante you have to create a new abstract data type create cheyali. This is an abstraction where you have to create con AC. Your data type will be called as con AC. Right? You have to compare con AC with lead. Ardhamautunda? Yes or no? There is no data type called as con AC. Contact is separate, account is separate. Now I'm taking something from contact, I'm taking something from account. Then I'm mixing both. I am forming a new data type. That data type I will compare with lead. To check whether name, phone, industry, mobile, rating. All the field has to match. Then I should save in another table student duplicate called as duplicate. Ardhamainda? Homework understood? Yes or no, everyone? You have to pick partial data from contact, partial data from account. Then you have to mix both and create a new one, right? Then you have to create a new one. That new data you have to compare with the lead. Lead is simple, adi already undi. So you don't need to create a wafer there. Akkada avasam ledu. Endukante lead exists in the table. Whereas con AC is not existing in the table. If you pull, you have to pull separate, right? Account ఇంకా contact at a time pull చేయలేము. You have to pull separate pull, mix from a new container, compare that container with the lead. This is the homework. చేయగలుగుతారా? Yes or no? You have to.
Yes, sir.
You have to visualize. How should I do it?
Sir, one question.
We can try.
Yes, tell me.
So here we need to pull the data from contact account and then keep it in wafer.
Then create a wafer.
Okay.
Map those contact and both the data to the wafer.
Okay.
Both the data you have to map. ఏం చేస్తారు ఎలా చేస్తారు చూసుకోండి. It's not that easy I gave you. చూస్తే చాలా సింపుల్ అనిపడుతుంది. Question is that how will you merge these two data is a question. What wafer will you create? అంటే ఈ abstract class లో ఏం క్రియేట్ చేస్తారు? Will you put contact and account like this? Then think. You have to, I told you, wafer is completely visualization. You have to think, if I take account contact, inside this wafer, if I take account and contact, then can you take this and compare with with lead? You cannot do that. Because inside data is account and contact. No, so you cannot. So think, how can I create a mix? Simple, guys. I mean, for me it's simple. For you it's visualization. Clear? Got the first homework? Yes, everyone? Anybody has any questions? Anybody has any questions? Nothing? Perfect. Next. Right? Write down. Next. Constructor. Put a heading called as constructor. Put a heading called as constructor. Constructor. Right? Perfect. Write down. Constructor is an Apex program. Constructor is an Apex program. Bracket special method. Constructor is an Apex program. Constructor is an Apex program. Bracket special method which is invoked. Constructor is a special program, or constructor is an Apex program, bracket special method which invokes when an object is created from a class, which invokes when an object is created from a class. When an object is created from a class. Right? Next, write down the properties of constructors. Properties of constructors. Number 1. Method name same as class name. In constructors, method name are same as class name. Next. Right? Must use public access modifier. Second point. Must use public access modifier. Must use public access modifier. Next. Next. Constructor doesn't have return type. Next. Constructor doesn't have return type. Next. Constructors are automatically called when objects are created. Constructors are automatically called when objects are created. Next. Constructors are instantiated only once. Constructor are instantaneates only once. Only once, instantaneate. Constructors are constructors instantaneate only once. Clear? Next, type of constructors. There are 3 types of constructors available. Number 1, default constructor. Number 2, non-parameterized constructor. Non-parameterized constructor. Number 3, parameterized constructor. Number 3, parameterized constructor. Number 3, parameterized constructor. Right? There are 3 types of constructors. Next, write down constructor use. Constructor use. What is the use of a constructor? Number 1, to initiate variable. To initiate variable. To initiate variable, first one. Second one, to pass class variable. To pass class variable. To pass PSS, class variable. Right? Now, I will do one example and then we will understand what is a constructor. Close, close, keep watching. File, new Apex class, right? CL underscore 0 to 12 underscore example 1 underscore, right? Create ACCOUNT, no, CONSTRUCT or constructor, create ACC. Now, this is the class. Suppose I declare a variable public account ACC get set. Get set. Observe. Last time also we created account. You remember? Now again I'm creating account. Rupam, why 2 times? Because there's a lot of difference now. There last time I've taken public string name, public string phone, public string public string industry, public string rating. Remember? Then there enter account name, enter account phone, enter account fax, enter account rating, enter account this. You enter, you hit the save button, automatically account got created. But this time I'm not taking primitive data type. If there are 100 fields in account, will you declare 100 fields here? Ardhamautunda leda. File, ఓపెన్ క్రియేట్ అకౌంట్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? ఇది ఉంది. 29 11th class. I'm going. I'm opening it. Public string name, public string phone, public string industry, public string rating, public string billing city, billing country, zip code. If there are 100 fields, will you create 100 variables like this? Come on. You have to do 100 mapping. Name equals to name, phone equals to phone, industry equals to industry, rating equals to rat, billing city equals to bill city, billing country equals to bill country. Yes or no? If you declare 103 variables, I declared 3 variables I'm mapping. If in an account table, if there are 100 variables, then you have to declare 100 variables here and you have to do 100 time mappings here. Ardhamautunda? Yes or no, everyone? In account, how many fields are there? When you click on new account, you see that whole, right? If in account there is a PAN card, Aadhaar number, this number, that number, if there are 100 fields, then you have to declare all. Public integer PAN, public string PAN, public integer Aadhaar, public integer company registration number, public integer registration office, complete. You have to do 100 variables you have to declare, and all the 100 you have to map here. 100 plus 100, 200. Come on. That is the reason I am not taking primitive data type. I am taking S-object data type. Account is an S-object data type. Inside this, there are 100 fields. So fine. Now, I will use what? Method. Public void create ACC method name. Here, try. Same thing what we did there. Catch. C-A-T-C-H. Catch. Exception. E. Try what? We will declare one more. We will declare. What was that? Public string MSG message. That's it. Public string message. Try what? Try to INSCRT insert ACC. If you are able to insert ACC, message is equals to account created successfully. Account created successfully. If not, message account creation failed with plus e dot get message. Whatever the error message is, that add to it. Anybody has any questions anywhere? Okay na? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes sir.
How it will
Okay,
enter
fine.
this insert
Sorry?
account? Like how will it will enter the data here? Insert.
We will write a Visual Force page, no?
Okay.
File, new, Visual Force page. What is the page name? Same, VF. This question you didn't ask me when we created this one. Open. Akkada question adagaledu. From where the account data will come. That time also it came from Visual Force page. Now also I'm creating a Visual Force page. File, new, Visual Force page. VF underscore, right? 0212 underscore example 1 underscore constructors create ACC. Apex page controller equals to Apex page controller equals to class name. As simple as that. Apex form. Next, inside that, Apex page block. Inside page block, Apex page block section. Inside that, Apex INPUT TXT, right? Label, account name, value equals to exclamation. What is the variable here? ACC. Get set. ACC dot name. Like this. How many fields you want? That many fields we can paste. ACC dot phone. ACC dot fax. ACC dot industry. ACC dot rating. ACC dot SIC code. ACC dot description. ACC dot billing city. ACC dot billing state. ACC dot billing country. ACC dot zip code. I can take anything, right? Same thing if I take with a primitive. ఇక్కడ ఎన్ని డిక్లేర్ చేశాను అన్ని get set అంత డిక్లేర్ చేస్తుండాలి. Here I have taken single account object. If you'd have taken primitive, then you'd have said name, phone, fax, industry, and then you have to map with each one of them. Now finally I'll have a save button. Apex COMMAND command button. Value equals to SAV save. Action equals to the method name. By this time you should be by hearted. You should be very clear that how can I call a page, how a UI and backend are linked, right? Control S. I click on preview. Oh, let it save first. I click on preview. How many of you feel it will work? Any account name ఏంది? Label change చేయలేదు. Account fax. Oh, sorry. Account phone. Account fax. Account industry. Account rating. Account SIC 6 COD. Account SIC code. Account DSCRIPTION. Account description. Clear? I will say column 1 so that all will come in a straight line. Go ahead and see the output. Now I fill the data. CONST Trek, Constructor Technology. Phone number 44444. Fax number 55555. Industry finance. Rating hot. SIC code high. This is from VM. Description CONSTRUCTOR. If I hit save, do you think account will be created? Yes or no? Do you think account will be created? Do you think account will be created?
Insert AC. Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Will be created?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Insert
yes,
we
sir.
have added. It
Come
will
on,
help.
guys. Why did you initialize that? Account equals to new account ఎక్కడ ఉంది?
Yeah.
అయ్యో దేవుడా.
Goes to new account. Yeah.
If I say ACCOU account ACC, ఇది డిక్లేర్ చేశాను. Public. Come on, guys. Public ACC. Now if I say ACC dot name equal to constructor technology. ACC dot phone is equals to 44444. Exactly what I am doing there, I am writing here. ACC dot fax equals to 5555555. ACC dot industry is equals to finance. ACC dot rating equals to hot. Insert ACC. Will this work? Will this work? Will this work?
No.
Yes or no? No, it will not work.
No, sir.
Equals public
I
account
click on
ACC equals
execute.
to no
See
account.
what I'm getting?
Null.
Attempt to dereference null. Attempt to dereference null. Now if I save here, save. I neither got an error, neither the account got created. Right? Go and check, account will not be created. Attempt to dereference null. What do you mean by that? You have to initialize it equals to new account. Unless until you initialize, system will not create because you are creating a new account. I told you new should always have a new keyword. ఇక్కడ new ఎక్కడుంది? అర్థమవుతుందా what I'm trying to tell you? Right? Tell me now, where will you initialize? In the try? Okay. Already ACC declare చేసుకున్నాం. So ACC is equals to new account.
New.
అంతేనా?
Yes.
Account
Yes.
ACC equals to new account.
No, already account ACC is declared. Again, you will not create account ACC. Then it will
Okay,
become a
okay.
second variable.
Okay.
Already account ACC is declared. Then I will use ACC equals to new account. Is the right approach. Will it work? How many of you say it will work?
Yes, sir, it will
Will
work.
it work?
Sir, account means it's a group, a list of details, right? Do you no need to, or we need to create the list, or we no need to create the list, sir?
What you're saying, I'm not able to understand.
So, this should be outside try now. So it should start
Right.
it and then in try it.
Yep, correct. Tell me, public account ACC equals to new account. Will it save? Yes or no?
Yes, yes,
Yes or no? Yes.
yes.
Right? Now, I don't initialize here. I declare ACC. I declare ACC. Now, after filling the data, then I initialize ACC. ACC is equals to new account. Now insert ACC. Will it work?
No.
Work అవుతుందా లేదా? Guess, 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 guess. No.
No.
ఒక పద్ధతి ఉంటది. నాకు నీళ్లు కావాలి. నాకు కావాలి నీళ్లు గని మీద ఏం వర్డ్ లేదు. I want water. I water want. There is no such statement in English. Simple word. मुझे पानी चाहिए. That is a pure Hindi statement without any grammatical mistake. मुझे चाहिए पानी. You understood the meaning, but if you put it in a computer, it will give error. In IELTS, you will get 0 mark. That is a Butler English. You want American English, Britain English. I want water. I water want is right. What English you only know. There is a particular format. Whenever you are creating a new account, first you have to declare, you have to initialize, fill the data, then insert. I cannot put insert in the top. Can I put insert here? ఎక్కడ కావాలంటే అక్కడ యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చా? అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా? I cannot use the command wherever I want. There is a particular paddhati. What is the paddhati? What is the process? First one, declare. DCLR. Declare variable. Next, 02. What is that? Initialize. Initialize ante new. Then 03. Enter data or map. Map the data. Name with Ravi. Phone number with 777. Finally, DML. Finally, DML. Ante insert ACC. You cannot change the sequence. You cannot take map on the top. You cannot initialize after the DML, or you cannot take DML on the top. There is a particular way. See, first I declared. Now I have to initialize. Ante initialization shouldn't come here. Initialization should be step number 2. After initialization only you have to enter the data. After entering the data only you have to say insert ACC. First, declaring. Second, initializing. Third, mapping. Fourth, DML. See, all the 4 steps are here. 0, 1. This is 0, 2. Oh. 0, 2. Give me a minute here. I need to check the Ola cap. Guys, able to understand? Yes or no? Right? Sorry, the driver cancelled. We are finding a new ride. Come on. Scheduled. Track. This is what I don't like in Ola. Right. Okay. Just give me a minute here.
This
Right.
conference will now be recorded.
Now, you have a proper sequence. Clear, everyone? If you follow the proper sequence, then only an account will be created. Now see, public account ACC, ACC equals to new account, then you're filling the data, and then you're inserting. Right? I click on execute, immediately, what is that? Somewhere I missed something here. Semicolon, execute. No error at all. Account got created. If you go ahead and check, I should have an account created here. Right? As simple as that. So let me go ahead. Right? Sales. I'll have an account called as Constructor Technology or something like that. Right? Remember that. See you next day. Now, here, tell me, where will you initialize? If you initialize here, will it work? Paint. I'm doing it. Let me show you what I'm doing. Right? Okay. Keep watching. First step, you declared one variable called ACC. This is ACC. ACC. Right? Next, you declared one more variable called MSG. 2 locations got created. There is nothing in this. Next, what you are doing, after that, when this method will be called? Idi eppudu call avutadi? When this method will be called?
Once we enter all the details from the application.
And
Once
then
you
we
click
see
the
it.
save button,
Yeah.
because we have written the program, this create ACC is called when? Save the data. That means ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది step number 1. Keep watching. STP step 1. Step 1 is what? Right? Declare variable. Step 1. Declare variable. DEC declare variable. Ainda? Yes, correct. As per our step also, DECLAR declare variable. Right? Declare variable. Right? Declare variable. Right? Second step. What is the second step? Second step is initialization. Here, are we initializing? No. What we are doing? You declare the variable. You declare the variable. Initialization will happen when? When you click the button, save button. మనం ముందు సేవ్ క్లిక్ చేస్తున్నామా లేకపోతే ముందు డేటా ఫిల్ చేస్తున్నామా? ఫస్ట్ we are filling the data, then we are hitting save. అంటే ఇప్పుడు సెకండ్ స్టెప్ ఏమొచ్చింది? Step 2 map. Actually step 2 what should be there? Initialize. Step 3, right? Then you are initializing. When you click, after filling the data, you are clicking what? Save button. Whenever you are clicking the save button, immediately system is calling this method. When the method is called, then the account is getting initialized. So manaki ippudu initialize ekkada ochindi? Step 3 మీద వచ్చింది. Initialize. Actually initialization should happen where? Step 2. But now you see that where it's happening, right? It is happening where? In third step it's happening, right? It is happening in the third step. Is it correct? No. Immediately after declaring, you should initialize, then map, and then STP step 4. What is the step 4? DML. Because after initializing, insert ACC. DML ki veltundi. What is the reality? What is the original? Step 1 should be what? Declare. Declare variable. Step 2, initialization. Step 3, mapping. Step 4, DML. See here, just give me a minute here. Right. So will this will go? No, this will not go. Now even if I initialize here, wrong initialization, tappu initialization, manam eppudu initialize cheyale? Starting itself. Can I set control X? Can I put here? You cannot write a logic. I told you logic cannot be written inside a class. It has to be written only inside a variable. If I say control S, see, error. Ippudu ela? Question is that how should I initialize this? We are in a problem now. Ardham avutunda my problem? Yes. Even if I now, what is happening is that ACC equals to new account. Emavutundante system is creating one more variable. System is, you are entering, you declared ACC, you are entering the data here. Name ABC, phone number 111, fax number 222, industry banking. After you enter the data, then you are initializing. Whenever you are initializing, system is creating a new location. You are saying insert, then is DML. System is inserting which one? System is inserting this one. Ikkada emana data unda? Ledhu kada. My data is where? My data is here. Ardham avutunda leda? Trying to understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? What you are doing? First the page is loaded. This data is entered where? In this location. Ikkada enter avutundi. Where? Right? The data is entered in this location. So declare the variable, data is entered. Now what you are doing? Initializing. Whenever you are saying new account, system is initializing a new location. Kotta location. Idi kotta location. Then you say insert ACC. System is trying to insert this to the database. System is trying to insert this to the database. Idi insert out on the. Actually, which one has to be inserted? EACC has to go. But because you initialized later, that is the reason system is taking this, and here there is no data. And it will give an error saying that name not found. Indicate to insert, name is compulsory. Now initialization is done. Initialization is done, right? I initialized it, control S. Now I will go ahead and I will say ABC. I'll say ABC. I will hit save. Immediately I'll get an error. Now I'm not getting error, right? Why I'm not getting an error? Let's see. Neither it will create. Sorry. Manam message petledu. That's the reason it's not coming up, right? So neither account is created, neither it's giving error. Neither an account is created. Actually, it should be giving an error. ABC. Save. If go check, there is no ABC. ABC అని ఏం అకౌంట్ లేదు ఇక్కడ మన దగ్గర. See, there is no ABC coming up. Why? Because you initialized it in the step 3. You should initialize immediately after declaring. As soon as the page loads, you should initialize ACC. Then you should enter the data in ACC. That ACC you should insert in the database. Currently, what is happening? You are declaring a variable. Page is loading. You are entering the data. You are clicking the button. That button is initializing, not this yellow one, separate. You are inserting, not the yellow one. That black one you are inserting. In the black, blank. System is inserting blank. It is not inserting anything. That means our step is that second step is initialization. Now the question comes that where will you do the initialization? How will you do? అంతే కదా, before trying to in the this method will be called when once you click the save button. మనం ముందు డేటా ఎంటర్ చేస్తామా లేకపోతే ముందు ఇనిషియలైజ్ చేస్తామా?
We can create a new another class and
first we should initialize or first we should enter the data?
we should initialize.
First initialize, then enter the data. Yes or no? First initialize, then enter the data. Now what you are doing, you are filling this and then you are clicking save. When you are clicking save, then this create is called. అంటే ముందు డేటా ఫిల్ చేస్తున్నాం. మీరు ట్రై క్యాచ్ రాయపోతే కూడా నాకు అవసరం లేదు. ఫర్గెట్ ట్రై క్యాచ్. ఇన్సర్ట్ ACC. నాకు ట్రై క్యాచ్ అవసరం లేదు. సింపుల్ రాశాను. Where will you initialize now? If you initialize here, right, ACC equals to new account, right? Then this initialization is happening when after you fill the data, you are hitting the create save button. Save button create jangane, it is calling this method. Ee method mundu call avatledu. Page load avangane, as soon as the page is load, this method is not called. This method is called only when you click the button, whatever the name of the button, save, create. Once you click the button, then only initialization is happening. So ఇప్పుడు step ఏమైంది? Entering the data first, then initializing. But actually what should be the step? Initialize, enter the data. Now you cannot initialize it anywhere. See, that is the reason we need constructor. Whenever you want to initialize a data with మనం నేర్చుకున్న knowledge la, we cannot do this. ఇలా చేయలేము. So hence you have to declare what? A constructor. A constructor should always start with public. Constructor has the same name as class name. Constructor doesn't have a void. It is a non-void. Whenever there is a non-void, it should have a return. But constructor ki return ledu. Constructor is the only non-void which doesn't have a return. I'm not writing public void. It is a non-void. But constructor is the only one exception where there is no return type. Constructor name should be same as class name. You cannot change it. Whereas a method name, you can give anything what you want. Constructor should have public keyword. Constructor doesn't have return keyword. Constructor is called only once. ఒక్కసారే call అవుతుంది. Whereas method can be called 10 times. You put 10 button. See, I am placing one more button. Control C, Control V, Control V. Save, have, save, have, mave, right, Dave. These are the button name. How many buttons are there? 4 buttons. How many times I can call a method? 4 times. 4 times I can click a button, 4 times a method. But constructor can be called only once. Constructors are used for what? Initialization. Until this Control X, I'll put it inside the constructor. Constructor is a special method. See, now it will work. Done. Now if I go, if I fill the data, right? Bhagyanagar Gas Limited, right? Now I click save, have, whatever it is. Have. Go ahead and check. Bhagyanagar gas agency is created. See what is happening when the constructor is called? Constructors are called at the time of loading. Whenever the page is loading, the first thing will be called is constructor. At the time declared data is declared, before even you enter the data, at the time of loading, constructors are called. Constructor will initialize the account. Now I am in right paddhati. Declared data, initialized, then the form will load. By now the account is already initialized. You fill the data, you hit the button. In the button there is only one statement called DML. It will call this method. Inside the method there is only one DML insert. It is inserting the account. Got it, everyone? What is a constructor? What is the use of a constructor? Constructor manaki enduku? Constructor lepothe, if constructor would have not been there, we would have not been able to achieve this. We would have not, otherwise we have to go by that method. What? Integers, because integer string doesn't require new. No initialization required. String equals to new string. Ipadaka nenu rayaledu. New is required only for S object and collection. New list, new map, new set, new string, new integer, new decimal. Rashana rayaledu. Primitive doesn't require new. Anduke appudu that time constructor was not required. We created account using primitive data type. That time constructor was not in need. Avsaram padaledu. Now I am using a subject data type. If I use list or a subject, then I need initialization. Initialization cheyalante ekkada? Right? I have to do only inside the constructor. Then only, because if you don't initialize, you enter the data, then you DML, it will not work. First you have to declare, immediately initialize, then enter data, then DML. Idoka paddhati. To do that, I need what? Constructor. Constructor is the same name as class name. Constructor has a same name as class name. Constructor are non-void, but no return type. Ikkada return ledu. No error kuda ravatledu. Constructor is always public. Constructor is called only once. You cannot call this 10 times. Whereas this method can be called 10 times. What is the difference between a constructor and a method? Both constructor and methods are method. Next difference. Constructor name is same as class name. Whereas method name can be anything. User defined. Next. Constructor are called only once. Method can be called multiple times. Right? Constructors doesn't have return type. It's a non-void, but doesn't have a return type. But method, non-void, should have a return type. These are the difference between a constructor and a method. Constructor is also method, but it's a special method. Why special status? Because it has special properties. What is the use of constructor? When both are same, because we need to initialize. Logic I can write here, anywhere. Here also I can calculate the area of a rectangle. See, integer x equals to 25 or 34. Integers, right? Y equals to 55, right? Integer, integer z equals to x into y. Now, right, what do you want to do? Right, system.debug z. When this area will be calculated? At the time of loading the page. Constructor is called only once. When? At the time, whenever this class is called. When the class is called? When this class is called when the page is loading. As soon as the page load, this class will also be loaded. One dayam will be created from the class. One object has to be created. While it's creating object, what it will do? It will initialize account, it will calculate the area. Ardhamautunda? Yes or no? There we go. Now you see, I press refresh. The page got loaded. How many times I'll click refresh? That many times a log will come here and my area will be here. See, I double click on it. You will be able to see debug area. See, 1870. Go and multiply and check. 34 into this 1870. System.debug. The area is plus set. Right? No logs. ఇక్కడ 100 ఉంది. Whenever I go ahead and I click on preview or I go ahead and refresh the page, immediately the class is called. As soon as the class is called, immediately the constructor initiates. Immediately the account will be initialized. You're ready to enter the data. Along with that, area calculation has happened. Immediately one log has come. See, maybe I have initialized twice. Double click on it. Right now you click on debug. Let it come. See, the area is 1870. I didn't click any button, and this will be done only once. At the time of loading. It will not call again. Area calculation done. Page is loaded till the time you refresh the page, reload the page. Now you fill the data. Constructors will not be called. Right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I hit Dave. An account got created. Go ahead and check. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, one account will get created. See, constructor is not called again. I got 100. When I double click on it, right? I click on debug. I will not be able to see area. Button is clicked. One action happened. It came here. But it will not. It is not triggering the constructor. Constructor is triggered only once. Ardhamautunda? What is a constructor? It's a special method. What is the use of a constructor? To initialize. When a constructor is called, at the time of loading, only one time. At the time of creating the dayam, constructors are called. Constructors are called. With me? Yes, sir. Everyone able to understand? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that's it, guys, for today. Right?
There parameterized constructors we are going to discuss, or
We will tomorrow. We will discuss, madam. Wait. First, understand constructor. Don't be in a hurry. When I
No,
give
sir.
you everything, I will discuss everything.
No, sir. I had one doubt. I just stopped my question for tomorrow, and for that purpose.
If it's a parameterized constructor, we'll see later. Not now.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Right?
Thank you.
Perfect. Welcome, guys. Anything else? That's it for today. Right? We'll meet tomorrow at 9 a.m. If I am late 5 minutes here and there, somebody said 9:30. So if I am late here and there, wait, I will come. Right? So thank you. Have a nice and wonderful day, guys. Bye-bye.